Welcome to the channel. Creating a YouTube banner could be challenging sometimes, but in this video I will simplify that. So, but before then, please help this lady and a mother with a good heart. Please let us help her get to 1,000 subscribers. If you have not subscribed to her channel, please kindly support her. So I'm going to be using her banner. So I'm going to be using this snipping tool right now to get hold of that. I will click on new, and then from here I will go get. Good. So I will go ahead and click on edit and copy it. Now before then, we're going to be working with these dimensions here. Everything, all the text and logo are safe here. All the text and logo, this is the safe area, because it will show everything within this dimension 1546 by 423 will be shown on any device, on your mobile, on your tablet, on your desktop, on your TV. But anything you wrote outside here will not be shown on a mobile. Sure, our concentration should be here, this dimension. So, but before then, let's go work with the first dimension, 1855 423 for tablet. I will go ahead and I'll go to Photopea and click on new project, and then our dimension is 1855 by 423, and then let's create. So remember, we just copied this image, so let's go and click on edit and paste. So here we go. Remember here, make sure that the move tool, you click on the move tool so that you can see the auto select. Auto select helps you move any image around. And so let's go for transform controls so that we can transform this image. But before you do that, don't just go do it like this. Drag it. You will distort the image. The image is going to be distorted, as you can see. So the best way to do that is to, on your keyboard, go hold the shift key and then start dragging it from here. So here we are good to go. We are good to go. So if you don't have a folder where you're going to save this, please go create a folder on your desktop. If you don't want to create a folder, you can equally save it on the downloads folder or on your desktop. So what we can do here is to go save it, go for file, and then go for export as PNG. Leave everything as, give it a name. So I will go for C1 and go for save folder Photopea. So here I will go ahead and save it. So once that is saved, what you can do right now is to, let's go and create the second dimension, and the second dimension here is 1546 423. That is where our text and logo are saved. Okay, let's go 1546 423. I will go ahead and close this part. Go for new project. So 1546 423. Then click on create. Right now, this is the dimension we're going to be working on. So what can you do? We already have this, right? We already have a copy of this. and what we can do is to go for edit and paste. So one more time, make sure that you hold down the shift key before you start the transformation to avoid the image being distorted. So let me go ahead and do that. Good. Confirm. Let me remove the transform controls. Now let's go back to her channel and get her picture. With the help of this extension, Google Chrome extension Hover Zoom Plus, we're going to be able to get a good view of this picture. So on my keyboard, what I will do is to hold down the Windows logo key, the shift key, and the letter S. That will give us a snipping tool. So let's go ahead, go select a rectangular snip, and then from here let's get hold of this picture. So here we go for edit and paste. I can go for transform controls and hold down the shift key and then transform this. So right now, let me remove the transform controls. I will go ahead and double click on this layer and give it first pick. So right click on it, then go for blending options. Let's give it a drop shadow of maybe 2 or 1, and let's go for the stroke. I think this color is okay, and if you want to change the color, you can click on here and give it any color of your choice. Maybe we go for black, and you can increase the size of the stroke from here, decrease that, or you can just type it. Okay, we're good to go. So here, what you have to do is to click on the transform controls and then go right click on that image and go for duplicate layer. You can use Ctrl J for that as well, duplicate layer. So we have 2 of them. So right now we have to click on this part, go for edit, transform, and then flip horizontally. As you can see, we are good to go. So this part is good. Look at what you can do again on your keyboard. You can use these arrows to adjust the position. So if I click on here, then I can use this part to go. You can see. So right now I will go for this rectangle, right click and go for rectangle. Let's give it a shape here, draw a shape. So I will have to go click on that shape, rename it by double clicking and rename it. So here I will have to go for right click and blending options. I will give it a drop shadow of maybe 2. Then I will give it a background color. I think this is good. If not, you can just change it, but this is good. I will add into it. Then go for stroke and give it a stroke color of maybe black will be okay. Leave the stroke at 10, size 10. So let's go see how it looks like. I will go for Ctrl P on my keyboard, the Control key and letter P. Let's see what we have. So far so good. So right now let's go back and finish it up. We have to go for move tool, then move this part. You can equally use this part to move. So right now I will have to go for type 2. Click on type 2 and click out there and write ma shike. Confirm. So we go for move tool again, click on it, then double click on the mashike and then increase the size from here. But right now I will have to go for transform controls, hold down my shift key, and then let's see how we can make it smaller. Confirm. Let me remove the transform controls and right click on mashike and go for one drop shadow. Then we can go for let's say gradient overlay. We can choose any one here. So right now we have to merge them together so that we can move both of them. To do that, let's assume that this is under. Let's assume that ma is under the shape. So to move it to front, you have to take it from here and drop it on top of that. Another way you could do this is by going for layer, arrange, and let's send backward now. Then we can go there again, layer, arrange, and bring to front. So we are already here. What we can do now is to merge down the mashike and the shape by right clicking on ma and click on merge down. So now we can move that. So we are done for this part. Remember, go for file, then click on save as PSD. Save it as PSD so that whenever you open it, you will see everything as they are right now. Then after saving it, go for file and go for export as PNG. Now we have to go save it with the first one was C1, C2. Give it a name and leave it everything as it is and go for save. Take us to the file explorer and we have to click on save to save it. So we're done with this part. So the final part is this dimension 2560 by 1440. So let's go get that dimension. Let me close this. New project 2560 14 by 40, 14 by 40, and create. So this is what we have. Then let's go back to Mashike's channel. Let's get part of this banner. I will go for new, and then let me get this part of it. Edit, copy, then I will go for edit and paste. So this is what I have. I will go for transform control and increase the size a bit, holding down the shift key, drag it from here. So right now look at what we can do. Let's go ahead and duplicate this by going for Control key plus letter J, or you can just right click on it and go for duplicate layer. Then hold down the shift key on your keyboard, the shift key. Remember this shift key. Hold down the shift key. Okay, on your keyboard. then drag it from this part, the middle part, and move it back. So this is what we have now. Confirm. Let's remove this. So right now, you know that they are not together. They are not together. So we have to join them together by holding down you have to hold down the shift key and click on both of them to highlight both of them. Then go for layer, and then go for merge layers. So you can see we can move them. They are together right now. Then let's go for transform controls, and then hold down the shift key on our keyboard and drag. So confirm that is done. So we have to go save it by going for File, Export as PNG, leaving everything as it is. We give it a name, C3 this time, and then click on Save. So let's save. So let's go ahead and finish this project. So right now we have to start from the first dimension we used, 1855.423. So new 1855.423. Okay, let's say create. Then go for File and go for Open and Place. We have to go get that first one, C1. Double click. Here we go. Then let's go ahead and import the second item by going for File, Open and Place, and go for that second part. So right now what we have to do is to go for Image, go for canvas size, and we have to add this last dimension, 2560/1440, 2560/1440, and this is what we have. So let's go and go for File, Open and Place, and get the last item, C3, by double clicking. Then we have to move it down, C3, click on that and move it down to C1. So here we go. So right now what we can do is to click on this zoom tool, then right click here and fit the area. So right now what we can do is to go for the C1. Let me show you the C1. Move to transform. That is the 1855/423 dimension. Then what we have to do is to right click on it, go for blend or stroke, and give it something like let's give it a stroke color of maybe this. And okay, we can give it a drop shadow of maybe 3, and okay. So right now you have to make sure that this part, this mobile part, this part that is important is at the middle. So if you drag it, when this, you see, when you have these lines, that means it is at the middle of that first item, C1. Then release your finger, and here what we can do, let me go ahead and remove this part. So this is what we have, and let's see how it looks. Control P, Let's go ahead and save it. You go for file and make sure you go for save as PSD and save it first, and then come for file, export as PNG, and then we give it a name final 4, leave everything as it is, save, and then save. Let's go to my channel, so upload this and see how it looks like. So once you are on your channel, click on your profile, go for your channel, then go for customize channel. So here, let's go to branding, and under banner image, upload, go to, so our final 4, double click. As you can, viewable on all devices. As you can see, nothing is outside this box. That means we can view this on our phones without any issue. Then after that, go for done, publish, go to channel. So here is our final project. I hope you like it, and once more, Shedema, if you like this, or if you want me to make another banner for you, I will do that for you. And if anyone is, willing to give me his or her thumbnails or banner project, I will do that for free for anybody that would like to contract me. It's just free. I'm not gonna charge you a penny. I'll just do it for you wholeheartedly. So one thing you can do more is that you can get any background you need on the internet, and go for images. You can go for size and choose a size, color, type, and then user rights. Go for Creative Commons licenses, because if you go for this commercial, the owner of the image might track you. But for me, I will go for Creative Commons licenses. Then if you like this background, for example, what you can do is to right click on it and go for open image in new tab. Here is where you have it. If you have a snipping tool, you can just get it and click on new, and then get that image, edit, copy. Then if you go to Photopea or just new, okay, and then just choose any dimension you want. For example, I might go for this sweater, and then go for create. Then here you go for edit and paste. You can see activate the, make sure that the move tool is activated. Then click on transform, hold down the shift key, and the shift key on your keyboard, and then drag that. So you can get any image from Google. So that is it for this tutorial. Thank you for watching, and God bless you.